Buenos dias. I was avoiding stepping on my dog. If you have a dog, you know what I'm talking about. Excuse the coughing in the back. Good morning, everybody. How are you today? It is Wednesday, October 11th, 2023. Well, when I first wrote this, I put waiting for clarity. Waiting or seeking for clarity? That's today's topic. Today's coffee. Oh, yay, I'm back to my mug. So good. What are you drinking this morning? I am definitely not drinking pumpkin spice latte as I shared yesterday. So I could only have pumpkin spice latte 2 times, 3 times a week, and I need like space in between it. So moving on to birthdays. None today, although guys, I gotta do it because I actually just want to make sure that I know my aunt who passed. Her birthday was in October. Okay, so it is today. Is it? No, it's not today. But I know it was in October, and I'll come back and see if I miss it or not. All right. It's time to put on my ice, and very important. Okay. Dad joke of the day. Excuse me. Those are the things of life shows. You gotta deal with sneezing, dogs getting on the way in the chair where you might run over their patas. Yeah, that's what they call patas. Okay, dad joke. Yay. Okay. I decided to sell my vacuum cleaner. It was just gathering dust. Jimmy is getting ready. I don't know if you guys can hear him. I gotta get carpet over here. He had a little chuckle. So I like it. That was the extra. Okay, let's get right into the topic because today we already share news. Let me know what you thought about time for discernment. How do you discern information, especially so much information or different information or contradicting information? I had a good time talking to Jimmy about it. We are still in the theme of writing because it's not now. Yes, I definitely agree there are so many things happening in the world, but distractions are active, and the more we talk about the important things in our lives, and the more we protect it and we separate time to practice and to hone our craft, the less distractions. And trust me, we're all human, we all get distracted, and we need each other to share ways that we discern, the ways that we practice, the way we maintain a self-discipline life. And for those who were not here yesterday, Jimmy, this is second day. He is so amazing. I'm so proud of him, really. Just the determination. I wake up, clothes already set out. It's so encouraging. They're out walking with Poppy. Poppy's right now like tired. So it's really cool when you have someone to share this with. And for so long, 7 years into my business or any of my practices, a lot of it's been by myself, right? where I have all these other distractions. So it's feels so nice. Oh my gosh. Um, to have someone join you. So today's topic is waiting or seeking for clarity. And I'm going to leave it right here before Jimmy gets here and tells the weather. He's getting in the car right now. But I'll start. So, what my intention for today was like twofold. And because I do hear a lot of people saying, I just want God to make it clear and do nothing about it. Like, there's no praying. It's only when in the conversation it comes up. It's a lot of throwing up the hands. That's what I mean. I don't mean as in waiting for clarity or for God to make something clear as a bad thing. Um, I I understand what it is to do everything you can for something and you wait and there's no answer for years, possibly a decade. No, actually, in my case, a decade. And so I'm not waiting is part of life, basically. So like embracing that. The kind of words that seeking is active and it could also be a little aggressive, and actually before Jimmy comes in, I'll just share. So waiting for clarity, I love this picture because after either, let's just say you've applied to a lot of jobs, you're actively going out there, you've been interviewing, and you're in a waiting period. It's pretty cool. And I love waiting by a window. Oh, Jimmy is here. Yay. Zito.
Hey, Zito.
I'm so glad you're joining the conversation. I just got started.
Mm.
Um, and I started with the elephant in the room because I
What's
said
that?
it started with a twofold. Because I know I hear a lot of people say I'm waiting for something, waiting for clarity. And my first thought was, hey, let's be active, let's do something about that instead of just like, oh, I'm just waiting for God to make it clear. I am now referring to this picture, which is that there is a waiting period after working, right? Or like the harvest, right? You plant and then there's the harvest season, and you got to wait for it, and that's pretty cool. So I love this picture. I know you can't. I know you're driving, but
Is
it's a
that Poppy?
little no, but has a poppy face,
Mm.
and it's definitely somewhere in the winter because that tree has no branches. Um, Waiting for clarity is a very faithful period. And it's okay to wait and be still and do nothing. For someone like me, ooh, it's challenging. Um, and I took this picture out because I've had very magical moments. I'll probably share it, which is a lot like this picture. We have like this little lantern. I was I was doing this 5, 6 a.m., 15 minutes of silence. Um with well, it started with the group, but really just I had one person who showed up who was deaf and mute, or just mute. I can't remember, maybe both. And there was no talking to her. We sat in silence, and I had this little lantern that's like in right here in this picture. And those are really magical moments because even um we're in silence, we were still, and what is the word I'm looking for, in union.
Solidarity.
Oh, salud. Let me drink.
Uh,
Mm-hmm. That's such a good word.
mm,
Um, and so yeah, in that sense, I really it's helping shift for someone who's constantly active, which I'll show you what my life and who I am. That's me. I'm that puppy right there. Digging. Gotta get to the root. And because there's power in the words. And I want to encourage us to do the work. Not throw up your hands. Oh, God will make it clear, and there's nothing that you're doing towards that clarity. Let's do something. Let's do it in a way of in a daily practice, and whether you're praying for something, whether it's a job, whether it's a child, you if you are, what are some of the things that you're doing daily or weekly or monthly, and then embrace the waiting. That's totally okay. So it's a twofold for me, in the sense of just like the uh waiting. It's a I don't think a lot of, or at least for me, I never grew up with just defining what femininity is and masculinity is. But that's part of the femininity, is on the waiting period, on the open, on the faithful part. Has nothing to do with makeup and all this nonsense on what femininity is. And we all have that. Like Jimmy has that side. We carry both. So there are different periods. So there's the period of waiting, there's the period of seeking. And so that's what I'm reminding myself as I do this show. And it's like, so it's like I had one intention in mind, because I was like getting so sick and tired listening to that. And I'm like, yeah, we gotta like do the practice, and it's true. Um, and if you are like me, and let's say you also get annoyed at people who just kind of like throw up their hands and do nothing, they're just like, oh, just make it. God will speak to me through a deer or something, something silly. I mean, seriously, I do hear crazy stuff. Um, it and you are like the go active. You have a whole plan. It's like, what is the name of the movie, honey? I forget. I gotta ask my sister.
mm.
Um, embrace the waiting. And if you are, really not doing anything and just like waiting for God to make clear on something, start seeking. Maybe not like this little doggy. Maybe it could be on a text, on an email, or the most um simple way. If you are saying, if you are a person of faith, pray for it, as in like every day, as in actively. um that is an action that, because we say we pray and we don't. I mean, honestly, come on. And I'm not saying everybody, I'm just saying majority. We throw those words out. So I'm remaining the title of waiting or seeking, or I might change it, because it depends on our season. And there's a lot of, for those who are like me, there's so much power in silence, by the window, and I say the word again, it's so hard to say, solidarity.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, either with someone or you and God. It's it's really neat. So that's my, for those who are like me. And if I wish I had another picture. Maybe it would just be the dog walking. But it does talk about like seeking, exploring, instead of as a job. It's more like seeking. This dog here is like excited. It's like, oh, what's the treasure? What's gonna happen once I remove the sand? What am I gonna find? So that being a twofold side. What's your? I know we don't. I don't tell you, although you see the topics, but what's your take on waiting and seeking for clarity for you, Jimmy?
Mm. Waiting and seeking for clarity.
And or
I am seeking clarity on how to answer this question.
what about you actually do something that you've done so well for all of us?
What's that?
Weatherman. What's a weatherman?
It's a little like more humid today. It wasn't as nice this morning walking Poppy
Mm, yeah.
before the sun came up. It felt like a little sticky.
Mm. Yeah, yeah. I asked Alexa, high 84, and it's going to be cloudy. So a lot of humidity.
Yeah, yeah. So hopefully we get back to the great weather we've been having here in Orlando.
Can I get a cheese? That was for the cover.
I'm trying to drive.
Yeah, no, it's been a little cloudy. It goes with the topic, I will say. Which phase are we in? And it could be in the same day, especially for Patty. Um, and that's why I love that you're in my life, babe, because you automatically, by your presence and how you're wired, you're the waiting dude. You're like, yeah. I mean,
Oh yeah.
sit back, just let's take a chill. And I know you learned it from your mom. And it is like the one thing that I'm so forever grateful in teaching you how to pace yourself. So you you might be married to someone who's completely opposite from you. Embrace it. It's a good thing instead of going because sometimes I do. I'm like, why don't you get up and do something?
Mhm. Exactly.
Um, yeah, like you're digging yourself in the hole, right here. But the other way, you're like, stay in there, blah blah. So anyway, so today I have some of the things that I'm gonna, embrace in my dog. That it is very tired right now. She's like, listen, let's cut the show, come snuggle. But
Oh,
yeah, but just taking some time to go on a walk, to go explore and come back to it. So that's what I'm seeking for that. I don't like the word balance, but that's actually what it is. I don't know what else to say to it, but the balance in or the desire of doing both and having that become part of my practice, my daily rituals, and keep it that way. So, guys, let me know in the comment what season are you in? Are you seeking? Are you waiting? Or you're doing both? And you know how to do that. Let me. How do you manage both? What are some practices that you're doing? I would love to know because that's what I I'm transitioning and embracing more of it. So thank you guys for joining. Today's a short and sweet one. Zito, any other things you want to add before we go?
yeah. Waiting is hard.
Mm, totally.
Waiting is not. I don't like waiting. I'm not good at it. Uh,
Hmm. Wait, are you being sarcastic?
yeah. No. I can be terrible at waiting.
Mm,
You know.
it's
But
interesting. I in some things, yeah, right? I mean, that's like life. In some areas of our lives, we can wait. Some other areas, we're like, nope.
nah.
How was that, honey?
Nah.
Well, I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
I was saying that earlier. how disciplined you are. I know this is your day 2 in hard challenge. I knew this day was coming. I didn't know it would be here so quickly.
Day 2
of your 75 hard challenge.
Oh, like you didn't think day 2 would be here so soon?
No, I didn't think you will be doing 75 hard anytime soon.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to happen. And when it happened, I knew, because you're a glacier, you move slowly and powerfully. So yeah, actually, I'm going to make that as my cover. Powerfully. That is definitely the cover. So yeah, let's embrace each other's differences. Let's lean into how we can incorporate that in our own lives. And that's what I'm doing for mine. Thank you for joining, guys. I really like my last song. It's called The Serene Story. Mañana. And why don't we throw up? I'm going to put up. That's what I meant to say. The theme for tomorrow is time, energy, and money. Ooh. Hot topics. Let me know if you want to join. I'll send you an invite. Zito, you make it a wonderful day, honey.
You too, honey.
Oh. Okay, honey.
All right, honey.
Bye. Oh, wait. That is the wrong button.